I honestly remember why I don't like Disney parks in the US. They're really extremely crowded, to the point where they're no fun anymore. So now I'm not really as sad that I'm not going to any of the main 4 Disney parks on this trip. Alright, so I'm here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Did not expect to be here today. It just kind of happened and I was like, you know what, I want to go ride Tower of Terror, so I'm here and I'm going to ride Tower of Terror. And there it is, the reason I'm actually here. Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror. I'm too scared they're going to retheme it by the time I get back, so that's kind of why I'm here today. I don't think they will, but I don't want to risk it. It says it's only a 10-minute wait. That's awesome.
So you know that project,
Okay, so I absolutely love Tower of Terror. It's not as good as the California one. I'm so salty they got rid of the California one. I need to go to the Paris immediately and ride that one before they change that one. But this one was a close second. It's definitely better than Disney Seas and Guardians. Oh, Guardians is awful. I still think Guardians is the worst ride Disney's ever built. And I really hope they never change this Tower of Terror. This one's still pretty good. Now to try out Rock and Roller Coaster. Hopefully it doesn't have too long of a wait, or maybe it has single rider. I'm not really 100% sure. It says 30 minutes. I think that's doable. Oh yeah, they do have single rider, so I'll get right through. So I just got off Rock and Roller Coaster, and that was actually pretty good. It's a lot rougher than people say it is. I mean, it's not like painful rough, but I'm surprised a lot of the general public likes it, because if you don't know how to ride like Aero Coaster, it's the same trains as an Aero Coaster. I know it's Vekoma, but it's the same Aero trains pretty much. If you don't know how to ride them, they're usually pretty rough, and this is no exception. I mean, yeah, it's smoother than most like Aero Loopers and most Vekomas. But I mean, I have ridden some smoother SLCs out there. It's a pretty good ride though. It's definitely a better version of Flight of Fear. So, Rip the Great Movie ride. That actually looked like a pretty fun ride. I think they used to have a studio tour here as well, and I don't think that's here anymore. It looks like they got rid of a lot of their great rides. I mean, at least they still have Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. And they're getting the Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, later this year. I think in August, I want to say they're getting it. It's being built right behind the Toy Story Land area. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll probably end up riding it here before I ride it in California. Even though the one in California opens sooner, I'll probably ride it here first, because I'll be gone from California by that time. I'm not a super big fan of the newer Star Tours, which is in 3D, so I'm gonna hold off on that one. It's only 15 minutes, so I'll probably do that after I find Toy Story Land. But once again, I don't really know this park, so I'm kind of walking around blindly. Like I look at the map like a little bit, and I was like, okay, I think it's here, and then I was wrong. So looked at the map again. I think it's over here. So I'm just wandering around kind of blind, and I didn't realize this park is actually not very big though. I mean, it will be once Star Wars Land open. It will be a pretty decent-sized park. But yeah, before Toy Story Land, it didn't seem like it was a very big park at all. Are you kidding me? I turned the corner, 110-minute wait for Slinky Dog Dash. Are you kidding me? I'm done. Yo. Why? Now I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not even 2 hours, but I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to go back to Star Tours, which is only 15 minutes, get that done with, and then come back here. I just got off of Star Tours, and it's better than I remember it being. I used to not really like it. I don't know, maybe I got a different film this time, because I think every theater's a different film on it. So I think I got a different one, because I don't remember that one at all. And it was pretty good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it quite a bit. Not as good as, like, maybe the Simpsons ride, but it's definitely better than, like, Despicable Me. So I just got off Slinky Dog Dash, and that's a really fun family coaster. It actually has a little bit of airtime, not a lot, but a little bit. I really love that section where it just keeps hopping up and down. Like, it doesn't really have much airtime, but it actually starts to get to you after you do a couple of hills. I think it's a pretty good ride. Is it worth the 2-hour wait? No, but it's fun. I really wish I could spend more time in the park, but I am running out of time. So, Tower of Terror is 95 minutes, so I'm going to go do that real quick, and then I'm going to be leaving and head back to the airport. Time for more Tower of Terror. Love this ride.
Do you want to set a time for the Voyage of Money?
This one down. This is 95 with this.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind.
So I just got off Tower of Terror for my second ride, and I got a better ride that time. I got a different shaft, and that one was much better. Still, I prefer the Disneyland version when it exists. So one of the shafts broke down, and now it's 155 minutes. I still don't think it's that long. Well, actually it might be, because they're only taking like... Okay, it went down right as I got up to where the front desk was, basically. I walked into the lobby section, and it took the majority of the wait. It took probably about 30 to 40 minutes just to get through the lobby section, which is like 20 feet long. So yeah, actually it probably is 155 minutes now. I was gonna do Rock and Roller Coaster, but they actually closed down the single rider line because the single rider line is longer than the main line. So that's a thing. So I guess I'll go check out Toy Story Land and just walk around, because I got off of Tower of Terror actually much sooner than I expected, even with one shaft breaking down halfway through my wait. So that was actually pretty cool that I got off that quickly. Yeah, so now the park is very crowded because I was surprised. This morning was actually really light. Like the first 30 minutes was dead. Like, I mean, dead. Like 10-minute wait for it said 10 minutes. I walked on, almost got a Zen ride on Tower of Terror earlier. So I don't even know how that happened. But yeah, it was dead this morning, and then crowds really picked up, and they're really busy now. Good thing I'm about to leave, so I won't have to deal with the crowds too much longer. So I just realized this is Incredibles themed over here, and this I just assumed it was a dead end when I saw it earlier, and it is a dead end, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't know that there was like an Incredibles thing going on over here. I don't know how new this is. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It seems a little random, but I mean, it's sometimes just the little things like this that are really cool. Okay, so there's some kind of... Okay, it's a meet and greet, I think. Or I'm not sure what it is. That is pretty cool, though. If I had more time, I'd actually go and check it out. But gonna have to stay from the outside today. But I'll be back here in August or September, so I'll take a better look at it then. So I'm actually a lot more impressed with this land than I was with Radiator Springs at Disney's California Adventure. Like, I liked it, but there was things missing from it. But this seems to be a lot more complete, in my opinion. Feels like an actual land and not just a dead end of the park. They've been kind of off and on with dispatches today. Usually they've been pretty good. Like, it seems like the train's going around every 30 seconds, which is pretty amazing. I mean, it isn't a very long coaster, so the blocks are pretty close together, so they can do about 30-second intervals. And they've been doing that. There's a couple times where they were stacking all 4 trains in the brake run, and that seemed like a bit of a pain. But they're doing pretty good. So they got the main restaurant in Toy Story Land over here, and I think that's just kind of more basic food. It says grown-up drinks, so I'm assuming that means that they serve alcohol there. I mean, that's the only thing I could assume for that. And then they have, I was thinking this was going to be a gift shop over here, but that's just restrooms. Then over here, it's kind of like the Mater ride at Radiator Springs, except it's enclosed, so it's probably a little bit better. But, wait, this actually has a, why would this ride have Fast Pass? It's so weird. But it's a 40-minute wait, so that's fun. I don't think I would wait 40 minutes for this. It is, they are fun rides, but not not worth 40 minutes. I mean, would you really want to wait 40 minutes for this? No, I don't think anybody would. These army men are really cool. Like, they even have, like the little, I don't know what you call it, like the seam, like where they connect them together, like with the plastic and melt them together. Like, they even have that like on the actors. That's so cool. The attention to detail in this area is absolutely fantastic. I just realized they have a giant fence in the background. Like, once again, the attention to detail here is absolutely incredible. They have a backyard fence style like wall behind the coaster. That's so cool. So it looks like over here they're building like a new security booth. I would assume that's what that is. Because you can see the metal detector stands. They only have 6 of them, and they're very ghetto looking. Like, granted, Disneyland in California had those for about 10 years before they actually put permanent ones up. But I think that's what this is over here. And over there, I guess that's the Skyliner station. And I guess that will conclude my trip to Orlando. So 5 parks in only 2 full days. That's pretty impressive, actually. So I got Fun Spot Kissimmee. What else did I get? SeaWorld, Fun Spot Orlando, Busch Gardens, and then Hollywood Studios. So I'll be moving here in August, hopefully. So I'll be a pass holder to all these parks at one point in the future. So I'm excited for that because I absolutely love Orlando.